I swear to you, I won't leave. I can't. You're all I have. You're everything I've ever wanted. Now take a long look at yourself. See where you stand? Alone, yes, but not shattered. You have chosen a path that few dare to walk, and because of that, resentment follows you like a shadow. They've labeled you arrogant for believing in yourself, cold for choosing your mission over people who would have only dragged you down, and stubborn for refusing to conform. They've called you selfish, heartless, and every other name that weak minds throw at those they cannot control. Yet, here you are, still standing, still moving forward. In the quiet moments, you hear their insults. You feel the weight of isolation when others gather in their groups, laughing as if life is perfect. You watch their smiles and wonder, just for a second, was I wrong to choose this path? But stop. Look deeper. Beyond their laughter, beyond the grins, what do you see? Lies, masks. The ones who claim to love are the first to abandon you when you stumble. The ones who call you friend are the first to turn their backs when you speak your truth. You've seen it before. You've lived it. You trusted people who swore they'd never leave, and they left you bleeding. You sacrificed for their approval, and in return, they repaid you with betrayal. So tell me, was their so-called love worth the pain? Number it wasn't. You've learned the hard way that not all love is pure. Not all smiles are sincere. Not every outstretched hand is there to lift you up. Some are only there to pull you under. And yet, despite it all, here you stand. Do you know why? Because you finally see the truth. It is better to walk alone in purpose than to be lost in a crowd. It is better to be hated for being real than loved for being fake. It is better to be feared for your strength than pitied for your weakness. Look at your scars. Every wound tells a story, the battles you fought, the nights you wept in silence, the dreams they ridiculed. But those scars, they're proof. Proof that you survived. Proof that you chose the harder path. Proof that you'd rather walk through fire than kneel to mediocrity. But let me tell you something. The real enemy isn't the hate. It isn't even the people who turned their backs on you. The real enemy is comfort. The voice that whispers, just give up, just settle, stop trying. Remember the times you tried to fit in? The times you dimmed your light so others wouldn't feel overshadowed? Remember how miserable it made you. That version of you is gone now. You buried it. Good riddance. That version of you was weak, living for applause, not for purpose, craving love instead of standing in truth. But look at who you are now. You stand tall, not because of their approval, but because of your conviction. You move forward, not because they cheer for you, but because you have a mission. And they will hate you for it. They will resent you because you remind them of what they fear. You remind them of the courage they lack, the dreams they abandoned, the strength they will never possess. Let them hate. Their hate is not your burden to carry. It's a reflection of their own failures, their own insecurities. Look around. Who still stands with you? Not the ones who left when you stopped pleasing them. Not the ones who only loved you when you were small, unthreatening. The ones still here are the ones who see your worth, not for what you can give them, but for who you are. And even if no one stands beside you, remember this: you are enough. Stop chasing love that costs your soul. Stop seeking validation from people who will never understand your purpose. They will never see the fire in your heart because they've never had one in theirs. They only talk because you're doing something they could never do. Think of the legends before you, the ones who shattered limits, who built empires, who broke barriers and changed the world. They were hated, mocked, rejected. But they didn't stop, and neither will you. Let their hate sharpen you. Let it fuel you. Every insult is proof you're on the right path. Every rejection is confirmation that you are different. Every loss is a lesson in strength. Now breathe. Look in the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Who do you see? Someone desperate for love? Someone afraid of hate? Number. You see a warrior, a fighter, someone who has chosen purpose over popularity, someone who understands that love is not a currency to buy acceptance. You don't need their love. You don't need their approval. The only love you need is the love for yourself and the Creator who made you. He didn't put you on this earth to be everyone's favorite. He didn't give you strength, vision, and resilience just so you could bow to people's opinions. He gave you a mission, so fight. Fight for your purpose. Fight for your dreams. Fight for the legacy you are building. Let the world hate you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them turn their backs. But don't you dare turn your back on yourself. You've come too far to quit. You've endured too much to doubt. Rise again. Walk forward. The road ahead may be lonely, but it's the road you were born to walk. And one day when you stand at the peak, when you achieve what they said was impossible, they will look up at you in awe. The ones who doubted you will wish they had your strength. The ones who rejected you will wish they had your courage. But by then, it won't matter, because you will be free. Free from their opinions. Free from their hate. Free to be exactly who you were always meant to be. You are not here to be liked. You are here to be great. Let them hate. Let them doubt. Because at the end of the day, the only approval you need is your own. Now get up. You have work to do. If this message resonated with you, drop it in the comments. Let me know. What's one thing you refuse to apologize for? Hit that like button, subscribe for more motivation, and turn on notifications. Because we're just getting started. It's time to rise.